Okay, so nice and comfortable position. So you can have your hand on your chest or in your tummy if you like, just whatever, or you can have your hands by your side, just whatever way you feel comfortable. Shoulders back and down, and try and not tense yourself, and just relax the shoulders back and down as well. If you've got a seat, just push your back right against the chair as well. Helps with your posture and really elevate your chest to fill up the lungs. Okay, so breathing in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, like blowing out a candle. And just going at your own pace. Okay, we're going to try some counting. So we're going in for 2 and out for 2 seconds. Breathe in for 2 seconds. Breathe out for 2 seconds. Okay, we're going to try for 3 if you can. If not, stick with 2. I'm going to try for 4 if you can, or stick with 2 or 3. And relax there. Open up your eyes. Take a wee drink if you need to. Okay, so we're going to get set up. So I've got 3 options. So we've got option 1, 2 or 3. So option 1 is your active. 2 is a regressed option, so some of them might be seated. And option 3 is your progression, which is a wee bit more advanced. So option 3 or the progression is, I would say, if you're feeling pretty well or you've been doing exercise for a while. So that one definitely is a wee bit of the higher one. Active one is if you're feeling okay and have been doing a little bit of exercise, not that much. And regressing if you're not feeling the best today and you're starting from scratch. So that's all your 3 kind of options. So we'll start off with warming up. So again, these can be done seated or standing. So it's march, air punches, and touchdown and reach. I'll show you alternatives as well. So whatever option you want to go for, either seated or standing. So I'll show you the 2. So we've got march here, okay, or we've got march here. So 20 seconds working, 30 seconds recovery, and 1 round of each, okay, and then we'll move on. So standing, seated, march, we're going to get going in 5 seconds. 2, 1, off we go. So breathe in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Throughout the activity, so nice control, 5 more seconds, and rest there. Okay, so upper focus is so rest, so is air punches. So again, this can be done seated, or we can add in a toe tap. So we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So really punch and rotate out in front and control it back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, touch down and reach, so rest there. So you're hinging forward and then you're coming overhead. Or we could do this standing. Or again, you could just stay upright for your hands overhead. Okay, so off we go. So little touch down and reach. That's it. Push the bottom back. When you reach down, don't hit your hand off the chair. And rest there. Okay, so we're going to start off the first one, staying standing if you can, or if not, come up to standing. So 30 seconds working is a single leg balance, okay? So we've got a few options in here. So S again, so strength, so you're lifting up your foot off the floor. It could be as high as low as you want. So we've got holding on a support. If your chair's not strong enough, come to a wall. Okay, so first round we're going to hold for 5 seconds and then control it down. And if you feel you can do it a little bit longer, then hold it in for a little bit longer. I'll tell you when we're halfway if you feel 15 seconds, which is more advanced option. And again, taking your hand off the chair. But always have that support there nearby, okay? Focus on your breathing as well with this one. So get ready, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. So that's 10 seconds. Ten more seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest there. That's 45 seconds. So next is going to be a lateral raise overhead. So it's like your chicken wings. So you're leading with the elbows up to here, and then a rotation. No, sorry. So you're holding that up and then controlling that down. The rest option, you single arms. Again, this can be done seated, so you don't need to do this one standing. Or advanced option is having some weights, okay? So singles or doubles, we're getting going in 3, 2, and 1, off we go. So lead with the elbows up to shoulder height and then control that down. So breathe in, breathe out at the top, breathe in, lower. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out as you lower. Keep that head and chest up, big brace of the spine, belly button to spine. If it gets too heavy, change to single hands or arms. We're on our last 5 more seconds. Oh, and rest there. 45 seconds recovery. Next one, you will be going in the chair. So we're going to do a leg extension hold. So you're going to hold up and feel that working on your quads here, and then controlling that down. Again, you hold for a few seconds and then controlling it down. So nice and slow. So you breathe in, breathe out the top. You can go for 1 or 2 breaths at the top or just stick with one. So rather than counting, focus on your breathing a bit more. So we're going to get going in 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. So left, breathe in, breathe out. So you go for 2 breaths in and out and then controlling that down. But you're always breathing throughout. So it's nice and controlled movement. Doesn't need to be as high as mine. You can have it here as long as you feel it working in your thighs. So our last few seconds. And rest there. 30 seconds next to your wall push off. So some of these you've maybe done, so you can either bring your chair to the wall or come to the wall, hands at chest level, and you're opening and closing of the chest. So you want to stick your elbows out like this, so keeping your them in quite relatively close. Open and close. And again, if that's too much, you can stay seated and pushing your hands forwards and backwards. So get going in 10 seconds. So thinking that open and closing of the chest movement. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So that's it, leaning in. So control. So breathe out as you're lowering. So sorry, breathe in as you lower, breathe out as you come away from the wall. Breathe in, breathe out as you come away from the wall. Breathe in towards the wall. For our last few seconds. And rest there. 45 seconds recovery. So now we're going to go for more lateral, so it gets working into the side. So this can be done so freestanding. I would sort of say this is option 3, freestanding. Got supported, so this is option 1. So side lunge. And you've got 2, so regressed option. You're sitting on the chair and you're putting weight all on the heel and leaning in. Okay. So we're going to get started in 15 seconds. So take your time. Take a drink if you need to. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So out to the side, leaning in, weights all on the heel. Come to centre, lean over the other side. So again, this is your comfortable range. You feel it working in the sides a little bit in the thighs. You're really pushing that chest up as well as you stand. Breathe in, out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and then breathe out, coming up. Breathe in together. And rest there. Okay, last one. So this one's a tricky one to get. So don't worry if you don't get it straight away. So it's called shoulder retractions. So basically it's not like a press up. So your shoulders are coming back and they're coming forward. So it's a tiny, tiny movement. So you have your hands out in front. And all you do is pulling the shoulder blades together and then you bring them apart. So there's no bend in the elbow whatsoever. Or you can do a little bit of a hinge and you're leaning in. So this is option 3, a bit more advanced. And the regressed option is having your hands by your side and you're just pulling them back, squeeze, and then forward. So it's a tiny movement. I've got lots of building on the shoulders so I can make it a little bit bigger, but you're just focused on coming forward and back. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you might feel a little crunchy. So it's forwards and back. So if you're still not quite getting it, then you can pop your hands to the side and pull it back. Feel it coming, that's it. So it's not fully all the way back, so it's just pulling a tiny bit. Right, one last 5 seconds. Breathe out as you come back, breathe in as you come forward. And rest there. Okay, so that's all our exercises. How are we feeling? Do we feel the muscles have been working? Yeah? Yep. So that was round 1. So round 2, you've got 2 options. You can either stick with the 45 seconds recovery, or we can reduce that recovery to 30 seconds. So option 1 is what we've just done, 30 seconds working and 45 recovery. Or option 2 is 30 seconds working and 30 seconds recovery. So 1 or 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Oh, I think we're half and half. Oh no, there's 7 of us. That can't be right. Hey, Sally, what did you pick? Oh, just 1 or 2 with your fingers. It's fine. So 1 is 30 and 45. Is that right? And then 2 is 30 and 30. So 30, 10, 30. 2, right? Okay, 2. Right, we'll go for 2. If you feel like it's do the more regressed options if you picked 1, or stop, okay? So single leg balance, so we did 5 seconds each way. If you feel 15 is more suited for you, then please try ahead. Again, if you feel that standing is too much, I'll choose a seated one and lift your knee up, okay? If you feel that's more suited for you, okay? So I'll get an extra option in there. So we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you're just breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth for that static movement. So we're coming up for halfway. So if you want to change sides, or if you can, take your hand off a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Rest there. So let's go next one, come down seated. So we've got the shoulder. Excuse me. So the shoulder chicken wings here, or we do it with weights, or again singles. This can be done seated. So we're going again in 10 seconds. Seated or standing, weights, no weights, singles or not. 3, 2, 1, off we go. I'm just going to do one side. So remember, it's not a fast movement, so it's really slow. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out as you lower. So you're always fighting against gravity the whole way. Last few seconds. And rest there. Okay, leg extension hold. So we're going on to the chair for this one. So that's holding, breathe in, breathe out. Even try 3 and control that down. So really feel the legs working. So we're going again in 10 seconds. Or again, you can do 15 seconds each way for more advanced. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if you feel that you're coming back the way, just really push your chest and back supported, and really elevate that chest halfway. Breathe in, breathe out. It's 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest there. Next is your wall push off. So you've got either seated, open and closing. So this is a bit more movement in the arms. So that's the open and closing. Notice that my hands are staying at chest level, and that's the same position on the wall. More of an advanced option is taking your feet a little bit further away and further down the wall. Otherwise, always keep it chest level here, not too high up. So off we go, sorry. That was a bit quicker to get set up. So that's it, slow and controlled. That's it, really squeeze at the back. Just coming up for the last 5 more seconds. And rest there. Okay, side lunges next. So you can do this one seated. So you've got freestanding here. Coming in, leaning in. So you don't need to take a big step, it can be as small as long as you feel that on the outside and inside of your legs. Or supported. Or again, keep down on the chair, really leaning in the weight on here. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Make sure the heel is always down, okay? You don't want to have the weight in your toes because that's when you'll start to feel it in your knees. So make sure that all the weight is in the heels. So if you're finding you're going on your toes, come to the supported option. Last few seconds and rest there. Okay, last one, shoulder retractions. So hands are out in front and you're squeezing. So you've got this one here. Advanced option. So you're hinging a bit forward and you're leaning in. So keeping the hands nice, the arms nice and straight as you can. Or we've got it pulled forward and back. So get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Forward and back. So notice how my hands are out in front. They shouldn't be bending. If you're struggling with this one here, just pop your hands to the side and pull forward and back. For the last 5 seconds, squeeze, control it back, feel those muscles working, and rest there. Okay, so we're going to move on to our stretches. Everyone feeling okay? Take a wee drink if you need to. So these can be done seated or standing. We'll start lower and upper, sorry, and then move on to lower. So bringing the arm across, inhale as you exhale, you're pulling that in. Inhale, exhale, pulling that in. So this is more of a stretch, so that you feel the lengthening of the muscles. And you'll start to ease off, and then try and pull it in a little more. Slowly release, and then switch to the other side. Inhale, exhale, pulling that in. Okay, so we're going to do for legs, just to give the arms a little bit of a rest. So you're going to pop either, depending on where you are, if you feel hinging is too much, you can have your foot a little higher and then hinging forward here, feeling that stretch up in the back of your legs. Or alternatively, just pop it in front and leaning forward. Every time you exhale, you're leaning a little bit more into the stretch. Never watered my plants when I was away, so I think I need to water them. Inhale, exhale into the stretch. Slowly coming up and take your time, moving over to the other side. So inhale, exhale into the stretch. Okay, so setting yourself up, we're going to do some triceps. So you're going to straighten one hand above your head and then bend at the elbow, hand behind. So either apply pressure at the front here, chin off the chest. Again, you can really push your back to the chair for support, or alternatively you can pull it over. Inhale, exhale into the stretch. Slowly release. Switch sides. Bend at the elbow, apply pressure at the front, or alternatively at the back. Inhale, exhale into the stretch. Okay, so going back to the legs again. So a few options. I'll let you able to see me. So you come to the edge and you're pulling that back foot behind. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can do this one standing and lifting up that back foot. As long as you feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. So a few options here. So we've got this one here. So it's not easy to get in. Or you can just lift up that back. So if, depending on you and your walls, or you can pop your foot, even your foot onto the wall or leaning in. So we've got a few options on the go there. So we've got your foot behind. If you can reach, amazing, but don't worry if you can't, as long as you feel it, even just pushing that foot further behind. And slowly release. Other side.
My battery's going very quickly, so I'll say goodbye. It's running out really quickly.
Right, okay. Just make sure you get some stretches in. I advise just to finish off just where you can.
I'll do some lunges up and down the hall. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's just suddenly going. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so open up the chest, so hand behind. Inhale, exhale. Squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Gently, if you can clasp, then really push down. Clasp your bottom of your hands. Okay, last couple, so hands above your head. If you can clasp them together, although you can't see me. Tall and long. A little side bend. Just a little one, feel down the sides. Raise the centre. And then switch into the other side. Bring the hands round. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done, everyone. How are we all feeling?